What I'm about to show you is a photo of billionaire heiress Anna de Rothschild posing with former President Donald Trump and South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham at President Trump's golf club in Miami, Trump International Golf Club. The day before, a Trump supporter had brought Rothschild as a guest to Trump's other Miami club, Mar-a-Lago. She used her family name and her charm and the prospect of big potential business deals to not only get invited to that day of golfing, but to come back to Mar-a-Lago later that night, where she was invited to dine with Trump world luminaries, including Donald Trump Jr.'s fiancée, Kimberly Guilfoyle. It's not exactly the most sensational situation you've ever heard of, right? There's just one problem. There is no Anna de Rothschild. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project have done incredible investigative work tracking how this woman, a Ukrainian immigrant named Inna Yashchishin, allegedly pretended to be an heir to the famous Rothschild banking family in order to sneak her way into Trump's inner circle. This reporting has not been independently verified by NBC News, and the woman in question denies all of this. She claims she's being framed by a former business associate. But 4 guests who spoke with the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette say that Miss Yashchishin repeatedly told people at Mar-a-Lago that she was a Rothschild. And according to one of those guests, everyone was eating it up. Obviously, in light of the FBI investigation into the classified and top secret documents President Trump brought with him to Mar-a-Lago, the idea that anyone with a fake identity had access to this club is concerning. But I think it's really worth underlining just how nuts it is that this particular lie worked. I mean, there has been extensive reporting done on the Rothschild family and the heirs to that fortune. They're one of the most famous families in the world. They were the wealthiest family in the world for a large part of the 19th century, and they are the subject of more anti-Semitic conspiracy theories than maybe any other family in the world, and have been for basically as long as they've been rich. There are literally conspiracy theorists who think it was the de Rothschilds, not the iceberg, that sunk the Titanic. And those conspiracies are still alive and well. A few years back, Marjorie Taylor Greene implied that it was the Rothschilds' Jewish space lasers. You remember that one? Jewish space lasers that had started one of California's deadliest wildfires. It actually was not. If this woman who lied her way into Mar-a-Lago had pretended to be a part of a fake dynasty, that would be one thing. I mean, okay, it would still be totally bonkers, but this is one of the most Googleable lies imaginable, and somehow it got past the Secret Service. What is even more concerning is that this woman just wasn't some random person using some thinly veiled lie. Both the Miami FBI field office and the Quebec Provincial Police in Canada were actively investigating her business dealings. A charity she led, called United Hearts of Mercy, was allegedly a fraud and possibly a money laundering operation. Not only did the payment processor for the charity determine that the hundreds of thousands of dollars flowing into that charity were generated from credit card numbers and bank accounts that had not been authorized for use by the owner's account, but the charity's own accountant made a sworn statement to the FBI that the charity was actually a source of illicit funds for organized crime. After a charity drive organized by United Hearts of Mercy, that same accountant began to get calls from people who she suspected were from criminal groups, threatening violence and demanding money. The callers left voice messages from unknown numbers with accents, saying that if she did not return the money, she and her family would be harmed or killed. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette adds that even though the charity was supposed to disclose its revenues to the public because of the amount of funds it took in, it failed to do so. So far, it's not clear where the funds went. So to sum it all up, an alleged fraudster, possibly with links to organized crime, somehow got past the Secret Service and into Mar-a-Lago, where President Trump had squirreled away top secret and classified documents in various unsecured areas. And it wasn't until March, nearly a year after their first encounter, that Trump's entourage discovered this woman's real identity. Everything is fine here, friends. I am sure that she was the only person to pull a trick like this and that no one got anywhere close to anything they shouldn't have.